Hello, poor people. How are you today? Very quickly, I'm going to explain how to take your communication to the next level. Most of you do not realize how terrible communication is messing up aspects of your life. Lack of good communication means absence of confidence. Absence of confidence means you cannot approach the lady you like. And even if you try to mechanically take that approach, it's most likely you stutter, you are anxious, there's nothing to say. You have nothing to offer this woman. You can't make her smile, you can't make her laugh. Your terrible communication makes you lose the opportunity. This is exactly why guys recourse to finance. Because when you have money, at least as a rich man, I don't need to have long conversations. I can just produce the outcome. Yes, you might, but unfortunately, you can't have long-term partners because even women get bored. She has the luxury car, she has the trips, she has the purses. So what then becomes the retaining factor? So if you recourse to finances alone, you're going to end up divorced with a bitch. 50% of your life's work goes to some undeserving lady. If that's what you want for yourself, then one of the first things about communication you should understand is there is no good communication without knowing your content, knowledge of what you want to say. I recall one time I was about to do business on a dinner table. Quickly, my host touched on how Apple is no longer innovative, and I interjected with the biography from Steve Jobs and how their values was to create products that are exciting. And the product launch used to be a national excitement. Now it's just colors and people reading off a teleprompt. Nobody is passionate about the device. There's no enthusiasm when they release the product. It's all numbers, finances, how to get the stock price high, what news is the best possible release for PR. So we went in depth in that conversation and he was absolutely impressed. Because of that one statement, that one knowledge in that aspect, I was able to conduct business worth X amount. Knowing your content is fundamental for good communication. As wonderful of a communicator I am, if I was to speak on things like nuclear physics or reactors, chemistry, things of that sort, I would stutter because my knowledge on that subject is deficit, is wanting. So no matter how good of a communicator you are, if you have no idea of the subject, it's going to be pretty difficult. So this is the first thing you need to do. If you've gotten to this point of the video, the question would be, how can I increase my knowledge on various subjects? And what are the subjects worth responding to? Because as wonderful as the varieties are, not all of them are necessary. As Paul put it, all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. Even in my own business, there are things today that are profitable but unnecessary. There are things to do whilst touching my time and the limited 24-hour time frame. It's unprofitable. It's a waste of time. It should be easily delegated. For instance, laundry is good. Doing your laundry is good. But if you're as busy as I am and you have the finances as well as XYZ to delegate that aspect of your life, then by all means, get it done. how to become knowledgeable in subjects. The first thing you need to do is study materials consistent with your sector. So if you're a journalist, it's most likely what the journalists study that, and also find materials adjacent to your place of study. So a journalist would append history to her study because they are somewhat close. You can make references, you can make anecdotes that would make you interesting as a person. So for the sake of time, we'll end it here. And as always, my friends, it's a pleasure speaking to you. I'll see you in the next one.